All right, I want to be treated equally. You talked about pirates earlier, and you gave an R. And I want you to give me a rebel yell now, because I'm from a rebel.
A rebel yell?
We're ready to go now. I'm from Allen Central High School. I'm a science teacher. I have freshmen and sophomores in a typical high school class. I've got gifted and talented, and I also got a resource. Give him a hand for the rebel yell. You're welcome to my school anytime. My topic is the effects of MTR, mountaintop removal. Background history a little bit. About 10 years ago, you mentioned about hillbillies. I was selected to go to the UK and study MTR. Got there the first day, there were 15 of us. 14 of them were all from city slickers. Only one in the room, grandpa, father, coal miners. Instantly, I was attacked. The evils of mountaintop removal. Well, we got into the discussion, and once they started attacking, and I said, well, I asked this one question, you answer this. What's the difference between removing a mountain from the top and removing a farmland and building a mall? And from that, they started listening to me a little bit. The answer is there's not much difference. They destroy just as much down there. Okay, and then another question came up. Found out that we have a high rate of health problems around strip mines. I went, oh, okay. We've always had health problems too, but I don't know if it's connected with mountaintop removal. I don't know yet. I'm going to show you how we're studying it right now. What we have done is we've selected two sites. Elkhorn Recreational Educational Park in Floyd County. It was mined in the 70s. 80s it was abandoned. In the 90s it was given to a local community group. Now it has pond, a wetland, hiking trails, facilities where you can do concerts, do family reunions, and I invite you over to see it, Elkhorn Recreational Park over in Floyd County. It's on the way to South Floyd. Been to South Floyd? It's on that road there if you've ever seen it before. What did we do? 2 weeks ago we visited that park. We took soil samples, water samples, and did a wildlife survey. We found evidence, raccoons, rabbits, squirrels, deer, elk, even bear tracks. Water quality we found 7.0. Out of the 10 sites, 8 of them were 7.0. Yeah, okay, musicians in the room, 7.0 is normal, right, Matt? Right? And we had 2 sites that were close to 8.0, okay? We also, what we did, like you did, same thing happened to me. I brought in USDA expert on wetlands. I brought in a soil conservation person, did soil samples, and a wildlife expert. And they all were saying the same thing I was, but what I wanted to do is get these kids out and do real science, collect evidence, and analyze it. Now, where we're at this moment, we have collected our data. We are recommending to the facility on how to improve the soil, how to put food plots out to improve the turkey habitat and the deer habitat, and even with the wetland guys said to do some additional things to help filter the water better. And I think the most important thing is we're going to go to, and I recommend everybody in this room go, if you've not went to Lily Cornett Woods. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Have you been there, Matt? Okay. There's trees in Lily Cornett Woods as wide as my suburban car. They're 200, 250 feet high. It is the only spot in North America, as far as I know, that is virgin timber. Hasn't been timbered in over 300 years. Also, we're going to go to Pine Mountain Settlement School, who is also a pristine environmental site. And what we're going to do, we're going to take our water samples from there and compare them to the Elkhorn site and see if there is a difference between mountaintop removal and a site that not has been strip mined or mined for over 300 years. Our main question is, does it affect the local environment? My answer right now, even 10 years ago, they couldn't really, they told me all these bad things, but they said, we're going to go to an amazing place for a field trip we're going to Hazard, Kentucky. And we came up, we got out there. Y'all been to Hazard in a while? You know all the new development? All that's a reclaimed strip mine. And she got out, and the professor did, and she got right in midstream and said, oh, maybe Solomon can share with us. And I said, yeah, this used to be a strip mine. It's been reclaimed, and look at what we've done with it. And there has been some studies done about mountaintop removal, but I want to teach my students how to question things in the media, in the news, even things on the internet. You know, there's a lot of evidence out there right now stating that global warming is or is not, but I'm trying to teach them how to question things by collecting data that's real, up to date, and they analyze it themselves. And if there is something that is different in the area we go to and visit, Lily Cornett Woods, I'd like to do a little paper on it, have the kids co-write it and publish that. And the main function of my project is to get the kids out doing real science instead of classroom science in the book kind of stuff. I want them analyzing water, and they, you know, the big result is, and we went on Friday, Monday they said, when can we go back? They wanted to go back to do additional things, and there's all kinds of questions about why is there turkey there? Where'd the bear come from? You know, they found bear tracks. They found raccoon. They found all kinds of animals there. And I'd like to challenge people in Lexington. Can you find a bear in Lexington? And if you want to talk about diversity, we're the most diverse place in North America as far as environment. We got over 300 different kinds of trees, all this wildlife, and I'm trying to sell that to my students too. Okay? Questions or comments or concerns? It's in Letcher County. You can't get there from here though. You have to go to Hazard, and then you're almost an hour and a half away there. And it's all 2-lane. Anybody ride motorcycles? That'd be a perfect place. Take your Harley, because it's roads like this. You also can go over Pine Mountain. You've been to Pine, was it the Grill? Is that what it's called, that restaurant? You can go over that, and over the other one, hill to get to it. Benham, you know where Benham is? You can go over the hill from Benham that way. But just type in Lily Cornett Woods. It is ran by Eastern Kentucky University at this time. And you can't go in there unless you make an appointment, and you have to go with somebody to walk with you. They've got 2, 4, and 8-hour hikes. And they've got 3 people hired to do that. I don't know if I could do that job. It seems like a nice job. They hike every day and show the people. And the trees are just beautiful. I was over there last summer, and it was 100 something. Remember the day it was about 100? We went into the woods and parked, and it instantly went down to about 85 because of the undergrowth. Okay? And you can go to Puerto Rico and see a rainforest. You can go in Letcher County and see one. Okay? It's a Northern American rainforest. And I think we're going to find some differences, because I did say we found 2 sites. They're 8.0 pH. That's high, a little high. I hope it's all 7.0 there, because that's perfect drinking water. Okay? Any questions? Any more? All right. Thank you.